and welcome back. With 2022 coming to a close, I wanted to take this opportunity to look back at another year on YouTube and talk a little bit about the progress associated with this channel. I made a similar video to this last year, and I think it was a good chance to share with my viewers what the growth looks like, not only in terms of subscribers and views, but also the revenue that this channel has started to generate, all stemming from my videos. But before we get into any of that, I want to highlight a few of the different things I did on this channel over the last year. So of course, I kept up with my usual routine of drum-related projects, including a lot of restorations like this 1960s Gretsch chrome-over brass snare, this ratty old Ludwig kick drum, a 1950s Gretsch single-tension snare, my old high school's drum kit, a whole slew of vintage drums for a nearby middle school, and finally, this green and gold Ludwig marching snare that really helps bring out my Green Bay Packers fandom. In addition to the more traditional restorations, I also did a fair amount of drum building and modifying, including turning a cracked tom into an auxiliary snare, creating an entire set of concert toms from a series of orphan drums, cutting down a pretty high-end 22-inch bass drum to create a more traditional-sized kick, a fun Halloween-themed Drummo lantern, and even trying my hand at an alcohol ink finish on an entry-level metal snare. These are really fun for me, and I hope to continue adding to this catalog of DIY drum projects. On top of all the drums I added to my collection through these projects, I also made a number of videos highlighting some fun gear purchases of my own, including products from Tama, Lowboy beaters, Drum Stash, Bosphorus cymbals, Diodario, Zoom, and Stack Ring percussion. As my channel has grown to where I see a lot more regular viewership, I enjoy using my platform to highlight smaller companies that I really have developed an appreciation for. As I look to do more of these types of videos, I hope to continue to highlight smaller makers, so if you have any ideas, leave them in a comment down below. Outside of all the gear and drum videos, I also released an entire new volume of music with my group Jazz for 90s Kids, along with plenty of clips from my bands The Pocket Kings, Stuck on Blue, Secondhand Stereo, and other various jazz groups. Additionally, I was also able to put out some tracking clips for different artists I've recorded for over the last year, like Malachi Flynn, Sunday and Mr. Gessel, and Suggestion Box. And as much as I think it's fun to see the behind-the-scenes process of tracking, these videos really help serve as advertising for me for people out there looking for someone to record drum tracks. One of the ways I was really able to grow my channel in 2021 was with the transcription videos I did. And in 2022, I was able to keep that train rolling by finishing off the last 5 tracks from Silk Sonic's debut album and build off the success of my initial transcription video of Leave the Door Open. But once I had that entire album done, I tried to add in some other transcriptions of great drumming, including playing from Steve Gadd, Chad Smith, and Ash Sohn. I plan on keeping the transcription videos coming in 2023, and with the Silk Sonic album completely wrapped, I'm open to suggestions if anyone has ideas for different transcriptions I could do. Additionally, I've kept the avenue open for people to get the PDFs for these transcriptions by choosing to support my work either through Venmo or PayPal. So if you're interested in that, check out the description down below and I have more details about it. Something new I started doing this year was taking a little more of a behind-the-scenes look at my career as a musician with some different vlog-style videos. The first was a remote drum tracking video for a song I recorded for Malachi Flynn, and then I followed that up in the summer with a behind-the-scenes look at being a hired gun to play with a Nashville recording artist, and then in the fall, I shared a video of how I navigate a day where I had 3 gigs. These types of videos are a bit challenging to record and edit, because frankly, as hard as it is to even do the task in the video, it makes it that much harder to try to capture every moment of it on video. I have some really exciting things in the works for 2023, so for anyone who enjoyed these vlog-style videos, I think you'll enjoy what I have to come. So all in all, I was able to keep my streak up of releasing a new video every week, plus an additional 5 to 10 videos where I could. So with just about 60 new videos added to the channel, let's talk a little bit about the growth it created in terms of subscribers, views, and also money. So as you can see, we're in my YouTube studio page here, and this is an awesome resource that's available to not only people in the YouTube partner program like myself, but really anyone creating videos so you can track your progress and see what's working. So let's head over here to the analytics, and let's pull up just for the year 2022. So as you can see, my total views for the year ended up at 312,000, and this is a bit down from 2021, because if you remember in 2021 I had sort of a viral video with the Leave the Door Open drum transcription. If we go to 2021, you can see I actually did more, closer to 600,000 views, with 400,000 coming from that one video alone. But what is nice about 2022 is I had a lot more videos that generated more views together, as opposed to really just relying on the success of one video alone. And you can even see, even in 2022, my most viewed video is still the Leave the Door Open video with another 34,000 views. So total for my lifetime of the channel, I'm creeping up on about 970,000 views. So sometime early next year, I'm hoping to cross that million view threshold. And that will be an exciting barometer of my work here on YouTube. So let's take a look at the audience. So in the year 2022, I added 1,800 subscribers. And again, this is a lot lower than last year because I didn't have that viral video to help draw people to the channel. Last year I added 3.4 thousand, so it's substantially less. But I still think the impact I've had and the slow and steady growth has been really good, and I'm very happy to now be at 5.6 thousand subscribers. I'd love to put a goal on next year reaching 10,000 subscribers or something like that, but what I've learned from doing this is it's very unpredictable, and I never anticipated that one viral video to really have the impact on my channel as it did. So who knows if something in 2023 will have that sort of impact and be able to help my channel grow to the next level. But I'm just gonna keep working at it. So now, what everyone is probably most interested in is the money generated from the channel. Now, as you can see here, for the year 2022, I was able to generate $743.88. This is a lot more than 2021. And part of that, of course, is because I wasn't able to monetize my videos until mid-March in 2021. So I only really got about 9 months of revenue all in all. And my most successful videos in 2021 were also covers of Silk Sonic songs, and I kind of forego the opportunity to collect revenue on those because it goes to the copyright holder. One of the things I love about YouTube Studio is they really allow you to look in very deeply at what each video is doing and how it's performing. So if we look here at my top earning content, you'll see my best video in terms of revenue for 2022 was actually a video I put out in 2021. And it's my 70s Ludwig kit that I restored. And one of the things that I find really cool about this video is it's actually made enough money for it to be profitable entirely. I spent $75 on the kit and another $30 to $40 in parts to fix it up. And as you can see, this video has generated $142 worth of ad revenue, which means even if I hadn't have sold the kit, I still would have made my money back and be in the black on this project all in all. A couple of my other successful videos include the one I did reviewing the Zoom H6, which is a product I really rely on to be able to record and get high quality audio at gigs. My Chicago drum show walkthrough, which seems to always do well. And then this video, which I think is from early 2021, on the Behringer BA19A boundary microphone. And then one from this year, my video building a set of concert toms. So in addition to looking at each video and how it adds up to the revenue pool, you can also look at a month view. And I think this is a really cool way to kind of see the progress month to month in a year. So as you can see, in January, I generated about $34 in ad revenue, which for me was pretty typical compared to 2021. But then in February, $55, March, $52, April, $45, so went down a bit. May, almost $60, June, $65, July, $45, went down a lot. August, $57, September, $68, October, almost $80, and then in November, just 14 cents shy of reaching $100, and then in December it went down a bit again to $86. What I've learned with the revenue effect is really when I'm focusing on performance videos, whether it's my band, my own original music, or a cover where I'm giving away the revenue stream, that usually tends to see a decrease in the amount of money coming in. And when I focus on things with more mass appeal, like reviews of popular products or a drum restoration project, where those videos are also longer in length, that usually helps to kind of kick up the money I'm seeing month to month. I don't worry about it too much in the videos I decide to do because for me this is fun and it's not really my job. So even if I lose out on a month because I decided to record some Christmas songs, I'll take that. So now that we've gone through YouTube Studio and broken down all the numbers associated with this channel, let's talk about a few other revenue streams coming from these videos. On top of the ad revenue I receive directly from YouTube, the next biggest piece of the pie, in terms of money I'm making, is receiving tips in exchange for PDFs of the transcriptions I release. In 2021, these tips added up to $318.15. But in 2022, I saw this grow to $576.20. Again, I like to think of these as stocks because even though I invested additional time and energy into creating more transcription videos this year, I'm still collecting tips for videos I created in 2021, and I'm sure that will continue to come even if I choose to stop adding transcription videos to my channel. Additionally, aside from the transcriptions I chose to release myself, I had a couple viewers reach out asking me to do custom transcriptions of songs they requested, offering to pay me for my time. And in 2022, those added up to an additional $107.58. I enjoy doing copywork, transcriptions, and notating music, so for me, this is something I hope I can do more of going forward, and maybe it'll become a substantial part of my income down the road. Outside of my transcription-related revenue, I also received my first legit sponsorship from a sticker company asking me to include links to their website on a video I created in early 2021. I don't anticipate this being a huge part of my channel going forward, but if a company reaches out to me asking me to promote a product that I think would be useful to my viewers, I wouldn't hesitate to exchange money for a placement on my channel. In 2021, I mentioned receiving some free gear from companies in exchange or as thank yous for videos I created. This did continue in 2022, with 2 companies sending out some free equipment for me to have, mostly as a thank you for content I created. When I choose to make a review video, I typically don't connect or partner with a company directly, but it's great when they see the content, appreciate it, and even go as far as sending something out for me to try in the future. In early December, Stack Ring Percussion did send out a nice care package of a number of accessories as a thank you for my video showcasing their K-Stack and VersaStack. All in all, for me to buy all of these pieces they sent me would have been $128, so I'm extremely grateful for their support. Additionally, I shot a video with a percussion company that will be coming out in 2023, and they sent me home with a handmade cajon tambourine that sells for $80 for free. So in total, that's $208 in terms of free equipment, due in large part to the channel and videos. The last way I've generated income is a little more indirect, but over the last couple years, friends and people in my area will see my videos and inquire about having me record their music, oftentimes with video. I usually warn people that my space is not a professional studio, nor am I a recording engineer or video director, but if they see my work as high quality enough, I can usually replicate that work and quality for them. In 2022, I had a few different groups reach out to me about recording audio and video for them, and it ended up being a pretty significant part of my income as a freelance musician. I won't go into the exact details, but it was well over $2,000. Since this work does require a lot of time and energy, it isn't really a direct revenue source from the channel, so I'll exclude it in my grand total. But as somebody who doesn't advertise any of this sort of work, I do see this coming primarily because people see the content I'm creating. So all in all, with the ad revenue paid from YouTube, the transcription tips and commissions, the sponsorships on my channel, and the free equipment given to me, my grand total for revenue in 2022 was $1,703.14. Compare this to last year's grand total of $875.15. This is more than double of what I made in 2021. For me, this is extremely encouraging going forward into another year of creating on YouTube, and although I'm sure I won't be able to see these numbers double again, I feel like the time I'm investing into the channel is starting to pay off. Honestly, one of the coolest moments I had this year was somebody recognizing me at the Chicago Drum Show and coming up to introduce themselves and tell me how much they enjoy the channel. I'll be keeping the same weekly upload schedule going forward into this year and kicking off a brand new series that I'm excited to share, with the first episode debuting next week. If you've been a longtime viewer of the channel, I'd love to hear what you enjoy most, so leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on more weekly video releases. And until next time, thanks.